Hey guys, this is Lego and Hammer with Ty Builds Things. This is like my third or fourth attempt to try and do this because my phone was being dumb, but here we go. Last week's video we talked about the Coruscant Guard gunship, right over here if you can see it. But yeah, now I'm going to be talking about my Dreadnoughts that I have from 40K, not my Horus Heresy Dreadnoughts. Talk about why they're blue, what kinds they are, and about what dreadnoughts are, which is kind of dark if you think about it, and sucks for a lot of them because they don't get to be them in particular. I don't really know how to explain it, but they do get put to sleep for many, many, many years at a time. So, all right, here we go. I have my dreadnoughts for 40K. They're blue because they're a part of my Ultramarines. My Horus Heresy Dreadnoughts are all going to be Salamanders, but for 40K, I have Ultramarines. I have my Redemptor Dreadnoughts, this one and this one, my Ballistus Dreadnought, my Venerable Dreadnought, and my Brutalis Dreadnought. I find them all very cool. I think Dreadnoughts in general are pretty awesome with what they are and what they do. They're very good in support roles or destroy roles. I play them against my buddy and his guardsmen. He targets them a lot along whenever I use my knights. But this one is my favorite out of the two Redemptors. I like the Gatling cannon. I think it's awesome for taking out crowds of enemies. Then my ultimate favorite one out of all of them is my Brutalis Dreadnought. It's big, stompy, and it will rip you apart with its hands without any problem. Which is why it's my favorite. That's why my Centurions are my favorite Ultramarines, or Space Marines in general, because they just come, my Assault Centurions, they just come up and punch you in the face with a drill. Plain and simple. And I love it. I also have like I said, my Ballistus and my Venerable. They both have dual las cannons. This one's got rockets on it, while he's got a hand with a flamer. I'm pretty sure that's what I got. Yep, flamer. But other than that, let's get to talking about what dreadnoughts are. They're not robots. They're not remote-controlled robots, nothing like that. They are basically a vehicle built around a sarcophagus or a life support system inside of a coffin, basically, for fallen honored brothers from Space Marine chapters. They're guys that have been mortally wounded and wouldn't survive without the life support systems and stuff like that. Their bodies or organs or whatever is left that they put into these dreadnoughts are normally surrounded by nutrient fluids to keep them alive. So it is kind of dark. A lot of Space Marines hate becoming dreadnoughts, but they are important too because they offer a lot of wisdom from their times in battle and how long they've been in service. Because some dreadnoughts have been in service for thousands of years. Some less, some more. It's what keeps them alive. That's why I meant they get put to sleep for however many years until they're needed again, because they don't really... A lot of the time, Space Marines and their chapters don't want to use their dreadnoughts every single battle because they are honored brothers. They know a lot about the chapter. They know the chapter's history. They give advice on things. They're awoken for advice. Very important missions. Stuff like that. I don't know if I would like that, but a lot of the times it does drive them to go insane. Not only that, the Redemptor body chassis for the Redemptor Dreadnoughts, it burns out it burns you out a lot faster, kind of like how I talked about my Knights or the Titans, how their pilots get burnt out. It's the same with this, with the machine spirit they have to keep under control, which is not AI. Not AI, even though I feel like it's a very, very simplistic version of it. But AI is heresy, and heresy is death. But yeah, not only, like I said, the chassis will, and the machine spirit of the chassis will burn them out. If it was the Blood Angels, a lot of them also still fall to the Black Rage or the Red Rage, Red something. Let me know in the comments. I don't exactly remember. I know one of the Space Wolves chapter masters is a Dreadnought now, which I think is kind of a cool concept, you know, having a chapter master from a time before being a Dreadnought and still being able to be out there. But all right, guys, these were my Dreadnoughts. I love Dreadnoughts. I think they're really cool and everything like that. The Venerable Dreadnought, even though it's very small compared to the other ones, I love it. There's nothing wrong with it. It will still hit just as hard. And I'm absolutely okay with that. Till next time, guys, my next video is probably going to be on either one of the two spacecraft right here or my ATTE. Alrighty, guys, this has been Lego and Hammer with Ty Builds Things. Bye-bye.